Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our Oracle card for today comes from the Mediumship training deck by John Holland and Lauren Rainbow. The card for today is entitled The Medium's Toolbox. All intuitives have their own specific toolbox. And these toolbox are of two kinds. One is the physical one, and then the other one is the non-physical toolbox. Now, the physical one depends on the things that you will find in the toolbox of the physical one will depend on the type of work that the intuitive uses or performs. For example, a tarot reader will have as part of his toolkit a tarot cards, oracle cards, maybe even instruments for cleansing, like for example, incense or singing bowls or something like that. Now, if for example, it's a shaman has what they called a medicine pouch. And in that medicine pouch, they have certain things that they need for their journey, their shamanic journeys. So it can be a rattle, it can be crystals, it can be a drum. Okay, so something like that. Now, for a diviner, a crystal diviner, he might have a crystal sphere, some crystals around them, some protective, also cleansing instruments, different kinds of kinds and shapes of crystals. So there are different kinds of physical toolbox, and it varies depending on the type of work that the intuitive performs. Now, there is the second one, which is the non-material toolbox, wherein this is where the intuition is. Somehow the intuition or the inner world, the conscious and subconscious minds are somehow consist the non-physical toolbox. So this, for example, in the conscious mind, what is usually found in that toolbox is the knowledge that the person has undergone through that person's lifetime. And in intuition also are also the experiences that he has had both in his subconscious mind and his conscious mind. Okay, so that's what it is. So in the conscious mind, the knowledge, the actual knowledge that they have gained. And also with regards to the subconscious mind, it includes those intuitive knowledge that they have garnered in their life's journey, and also the symbols that they have learned as they grew. So usually what you will see in the non-physical toolbox are informations that the intuitive receives from the universe, symbols that somehow that is part of the library that the intuitive has gathered throughout their lifetime. So these are symbols that they have encountered along the way with their specific and subjective meanings, and at the same time also the synchronistic events in their life, also their sort of like libraries of knowledge in whatever endeavor that they try to pursue. For example, if they underwent a study in Reiki, so the knowledge that they've garnered while studying Reiki, when they started something about the astrology, so the knowledge that they've garnered in astrology, all of these are included into the non-physical toolbox. And somehow this is what they harness, and at the same time also what the spirit and the universe harnesses in order for them to perform their role or perform the special calling that they were meant to accomplish in this lifetime. So right now, we will try to read from the back of this card in order to learn more about this non-physical toolbox. This toolbox where there is the conscious and subconscious body of knowledge. Actually, in this also non-physical toolbox, it allows us to gain access to all the knowledge of the universe, the Akashic records and everything. So this is the somehow the bigger kind of the non-physical toolbox is actually quite bigger and more accessible, because everywhere you go you can always access this toolbox and you don't have to carry them along like that of the physical one. Now let's try to learn more about this medium's toolbox as we read from the back of the card. As a medium, you have access to the most amazing set of tools, namely the medium's toolbox. Spirit accesses this resource by providing information, signs, symbols, and inspiration to enable you to be a more evidential medium. As the saying goes, Spirit never wastes a thought. Your toolbox is continuously being loaded with the knowledge you acquire throughout your life, whether it is part of your education, life experiences, or poignant life lessons. The more you continue to add to your toolbox, which is unique to you, the greater the references that Spirit can use to help you validate and provide evidential messages in communication. For example, if you are a doctor or medical practitioner who's immersed your life in the study of medicine, it is more than likely that your toolbox will be packed full of medical references. This allows the medium a unique opportunity to access medical evidence when working with a spirit. To keep your toolbox up to date, it is important to feed it with new information and experiences. Make time every day to add to it. Learn something new or experience something for the first time. It could be time to take up painting or start learning a new language. By becoming more aware of your surroundings and the people around you, you will fill your toolbox with new impressions. You will also find Spirit will have a great wealth of information to access and enhance your communication. Well, that's it for today. So, it's important for us to constantly learn. We should be a perpetual learning machine so that we can constantly enrich this toolbox, which is the non-material toolbox, and the Spirit can access it more and use it more so that we will be able to provide better service and guidance to the people that the universe entrusts to us. Well, thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.